Very good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the webinar from Trident on LS Insight. I hope I'm audible to everyone and my screen is visible. Uh, Kamran or Ganesh, can anyone from your side confirm?
Yes, you're loud and clear to us.
Okay, thank you. So, guys, first of all, I thank you for taking out time and joining this webinar. So, I'll take 5 minutes to give you a brief about Trident, what we do, what we are, and then I'll take you to the more insight on LS Insight. So, as a company, we primarily involved into multiple domain vertical manufacturing, retail, logistics, service. The retail, all kind of retail, be it fashion, apparel, grocery, any kind of food, QSR, dine-in, delivery, takeaway, quick service, all are the part of our key focus vertical. We do consulting, implementation, migration of different products. We carry some very strong relationship into the implementation in the industry. Some of the largest global food chain, homegrown food chains, which are implemented by us. Some of the largest implementation onto the steel manufacturing, some of the largest airport are implemented and supported by us. We are the premium partner for the Microsoft and LS fraternity for more than 2 decades and supporting services around retail solution and F&B solutions. We do a lot of business application space, digital applications, intelligence, and sustainability. So this is some of the key portfolio of Trident, what we do and what we deliver. Now, today's session is more prominently focused on two solution offering from LS Retail, which is LS Insight, which is a business intelligence tools built over and above LS Central as a solution. So these days, these conversations are very important on data and AI and analytics. From last few decades, we are generating lots of data in form of ERP system, in form of point of sale system and Excel sheets. But all those data we are not utilizing in a proper way. We are using multiple tools, multiple solutions, multiple Excel sheets to generate different kind of MIS reporting, sales reporting, all kind of day-to-day reporting we are generating on that. And some even have started the journey on BI with different tools, different solutions. But again, it will be a lot of constraint in terms of forming a warehouse, in terms of defining a report, defining the KPIs. So which LS made it quite easy as a process where everything will be bundled together, stitched together in form of your LS database to a warehouse and to the reporting. So when we're talking about analytics for LS Central or LS Insight, so it's supported on any version of Business Central or LS Central, be it on-prem or be it SaaS. And so basically what LS Central will do, it will capture all the data from your Business Central environment, be it a SaaS environment or be it an on-prem environment, to optimize the performance load and not impacting onto your transactional performance while doing a Power BI reporting, and it bring all those data on a defined frequency. Generally, it will be a T minus one, but some of the KPIs which we can want to monitor onto a near to real time basis can also be provisioned onto it. So this data will be moved to a data warehouse where all the extraction happened from your on-prem or SaaS database, it moved to the pre-staging, all the transformation of the data, massaging of the data will be done and it flows to a warehouse. And then a Power BI services will work and generate all the reports. Those are predefined. So there are close to 100 plus reports which are predefined onto Power BI, which can be used. Now, when we're talking about LS Central, it's an majorly defined into three components. One is a data warehouse, which again work on a standard Microsoft technology. It works on Azure SQL or a SQL Server. You can have this particular data warehouse on a SaaS environment as Azure SQL, or you can host this particular data warehouse into your on-prem environment. We use data factory services as an ETL. So primarily we support data factory service, but there are some other third-party ETL tools which can be used to extract the data from your Business Central SaaS environment or Business Central on-prem environment and load that particular data into the data warehouse. And along with this, it's like quite easy. There will be a primarily you set up a warehouse, you buy the subscription on the Azure Compute, Azure Services, buy the license, and you're good to go. So it's a quite easy to turn around solution, work out in less than a weeks, and more than 100 plus reports which are specifically designed for retail as a solution, hospitality as a solution, specifically taking care all your revenue side, all your inventory side. There will be a lot of analytics and KPIs also available, so which we will be discussing in some of our next session. Then in terms of analytic reports, so all the reports are based on Power BI. There are templates, dashboards which are available, and those dashboards can also support if there will be some data which is available into an Excel sheet, like your competitor analysis or some data market analysis, which is available in Excel sheet can be uploaded into the Power BI and merge into your dashboard. You can export those dashboard to the PowerPoint Word. So all the standard feature and functionality of the Power BI will be available as it is. Now, if I talk about the primarily what all areas, what all reports which are available on LS Insights. So primarily these reports are majorly on four vertical, which is on sales, which is on inventory or supply chain, and some KPIs on actionable insight where we can define and track like if my inventory goes down, if my inventory exceeds certain parameters, or if my pending purchase order increases. So we can define, there will be hundreds of KPIs which we can define, and basis on that, we can have some actionable insight and alert uh, in terms of alert or the benchmarking scores to what kind of actions we can perform on those insights. So if we talk about sales, I'll ask my colleague Ganesh to show you some of the dashboard during this session. So first we will be discussing about sales. So there will be a multiple KPIs and dashboard, which is primarily focused onto your revenue side of it. So it will give you a complete overview of your sales, your top 10 products, your hourly sale, weekday sales, some average basket analysis, complete overview onto your discount, complete overview onto your product categories, your hierarchies, overview onto your complete store structure, which stores are performing, which stores are not performing, your terminal staff-wise performance matrix, your terminal-wise performance matrix, your complete overview onto your loyalty in terms of which loyalty, uh, what is my returning members, how many loyalty members I've lost, what kind of revenues I've generated for my loyalty members. Ganesh, can we present the dashboards for specifically for
Sure,
the sales? Yeah,
sure. Just a minute. I'm sharing my screen.
yeah. Yes, Ganesh, your screen is visible. Guys, this is a sales overview. It's talking about which categories are contributing to my sales, which stores are contributing to my sales, what is my net sale, what is my margin, how's my margin percentage are performing, how many quantities I have sold over the period. how my net sales and my margin is increasing and decreasing over the period. Can we move to the next dashboard, Ganesh? So this is more of a transactional analysis. How many number of transaction I'm doing in a month basis, day basis, week basis. I can do into the sale basis, margin basis. How many transactions count I'm doing in a weekly or basis, weekday basis, yearly basis. We can move to next dashboard. So we can filter out this data for a specific store, specific terminal, specific stars, specific category. So this is my contribution analysis for my category. So currently in this sample data, there's primarily one category, clothing. So I can like food, non-food, what division I'm working, what further categories I will be having, and how they are contributing to my sale. Show the complete roll up. So this dashboard talks about my top 10 items which are performing, my bottom 10 items which are not performing. It could be I can see the rank of my products or my category based on sales, based on margin. There could be some item which are not performing in terms of sales, but they are very good on margin. I can do it onto the quantity. I can also see which products are performing with discount, which products are not performing with discounts. I can have it top 10, top 20. I can see all those information into this dashboard. Ganesh, move to the next dashboard. And can we quickly go to the loyalty one? So this loyalty dashboard give us a complete 360-degree view how my business performing in terms of my loyalty, what is the sale increase happen based on my loyalty numbers, what is the sale I've done for my members, what is the sale I've done for my non-members customer, what is the difference between my member sale and non-member sale, how many returning members over the period on a monthly basis, yearly basis, how many members I have lost during a certain period. I can define the criteria of a lost member if a particular member has not shopped for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, or 1 year, then I will consider that particular member as a lost member. I can have analysis based on my which club of loyalty they belong to, silver, gold, diamond, or whatever the abbreviation that we use for our loyalty structure. I can have a age-based criteria and what age groups is shopping, what gender are shopping. We can also have some ethnicity kind of scenarios also in this dashboard. We can. I also want to show Ganesh the discount overview dashboard. So this dashboard will give you a overview only, discount overview. So this dashboard will talk about like what is the average discount that we are giving, on which categories we are giving a discount, which period we are giving a more discount, what discount we are giving into my last period vis-a-vis current period. So it will give a complete insight on the discount. Go to the next dashboard, Ganesh. There we will also have like which offers we are executing more, like in terms of customer based offers, what is the total discount we have given, what is the average discount percentage, mix and match, discount offer, multi-buy, what is the total discounted sale, how much sale we have done based on discount, how much sale we have not done on our full price or the fresh price products. So these are some of the dashboard onto the sales side of it. Ganesh, can you also open the inventory analytics dashboard? So these all dashboards which are available for our inventory. So can you just go back home screen and can you zoom it a bit? Yeah. So in inventory analytics, we have a dashboard around in inventory and talks about complete inventory overview, what kind of returns we are having, what kind of adjustments we are having, what kind of purchase return we are having, store overview in terms of like how's my store performing, which categories are performing at which store, my complete warehouse overview, which give me a complete analysis in terms of which warehouse are performing, which what is the inventory levels at each warehouse, what is the stock level at each warehouse, what is the category wise stock at each warehouse. Same way onto the purchase. We also talk about a lot of out of coverage, which categories are getting out of stock, which product groups or which items are going out of stock. Can I just start with the inventory overview? So if you see an inventory overview, so it shows like what is the inventory contribution at each store or each warehouse. So we consider each store also as a warehouse. So Kronos restaurant will be contributing the maximum inventory compared to the other warehouses. We can aggregate location based on a quick service. We can aggregate location based on a fine dining or a large format store or a mid format store. Which categories are contributing in terms of stock? So like food is having a most contribution, then the trailed by the beverages, then desserts, then ingredients. What will be our total inventory count? What is the sales? What is the purchase that we have done? How many days we are out of stock? So probably this number is not very accurate because being a sample data. But yes, as per this, like these many number of days we are out of stock on certain items. We can have this inventory value based on a valuation, based on a quantity, based on a value of sales, how my quantity is increasing over the period, how my value of inventory is increasing over the period, or how my sale is increasing over the period. Then this is an interesting dashboard which give you a complete analysis onto your category, which category, what is the value of that category, what is the sale of that particular category, is that categories is we are increasing onto the contribution or decreasing onto the contribution. What is my inventory? What is my purchase? What is my sale? What is my which adjustment? How many out of stock days we are having on a particular category? This is talking about an any kind of adjustment that we do. So like due to some wastage, due to some customer preference, any kind of pilferage, shortage, excess. So we can define and have a complete understanding onto the adjustment. Ganesh, I want to show some dashboards around. Can you just go back to home? The store overview one. Yeah. So this is a store overview where like it we can you just filter out on one store, Kronos restaurant? So like what is the total value of inventory? What is the total sale we have done? What is the quantity we are having into a store and how this quantity is aligning based on food. And if you see on this, like this is the total quantity of food we are having. And out of this, this is the quantity of a Kronos restaurant of a food as a category. Go back. Yeah. can we go to the item by division out of coverage, out of stock coverage? Ganesh, out of stock coverage. Yeah. So this analysis will give you which categories are going out of stock. We can further drill it down to the divisions. So this is currently coming on out of stock days, and we can also go on to the coverage days. Ganesh, can you go to the coverage days? Yeah. Okay.
I think
And
data is
now,
not showing in columns.
yeah, that's okay. Now we move to the another dashboard. We have covered inventory. Now we'll go to supply chain side of it. Yeah. So then the same way we have a dashboard for the supply chain, which talk about your vendor overview, the complete analysis onto the vendors, complete analysis onto your feeder warehouse, mother warehouses, how they are performing, complete complete analysis onto your categories and your suppliers. So if you see on this vendors also, total 35 vendors are registered with us. How many number of POs that are open? What is the outstanding quantity that we need to receive? How much, how many quantities or how many POs that we have received on time? How many POs we have not received on time? Uh, Overview of a vendor, how many purchase orders we have from this vendor, how many close orders, how many open orders, what is the delays of our individual orders, how many orders are requested onto the time and delivered on time, how many orders are not delivered on time. We can also have a location by location analysis or a category by category analysis. Can you specifically filter on a like Cronus market or supermarket as a location? So like uh, this is a performance matrix for a particular location. Might be a particular vendor performing good at a one location but not performing good at another location due to different scenarios, different uh, external factors. So which will give a more insight onto it. Uh, just go back to the home for the anal. Yeah. So this will be a lead time analysis. How many orders we have requested, how many orders are fulfilled on those particular lead time, what is the promised lead time, what is an expected lead time, when the actual receipts are happening. So it will give you a complete supplier performance, how my suppliers are performing. Let's go to the transfer, yeah, side of it. So this will give a complete visibility onto our logistics. So how much transfer or the movement we are doing with our own logistic, how much transfer and movement we are doing with our third party logistics, and which party logistic is performing fine, which third party logistic is not performing fine. Is will I able to efficiently deliver the orders with my own logistic, with my own fleet, or will I able to deliver the order with any third party logistic company A or company B, which is performing and suiting to my need and business. Along with this, we have a lot of KPIs. So Ganesh, I will share my screen for the KPIs. Thanks, Ganesh. So like uh, here we can define hundreds of KPIs in terms of matrix onto my purchase, matrix onto my sale, matrix onto my statements, matrix onto my items, matrix onto my categories, which products are going low, which products are going high, where is the out of stocks. We can define all those KPIs. And these KPIs will also be available as an insight onto our dashboard, Business Central dashboard also, and the LS Central Insight dashboard also. Along with this, we also support a lot of real-time report, or you can say a near to real-time report, where some of the data will be moved to the pre-staging, and from there it will be directly fetched to the Power BI using a direct query, where like some of the scenarios, like I want to see my current sale, what is if there is some budget, what is my budget, what is my current sale, and how that particular sales is performing. If I want to see some quick dashboards on what is happening at my business or what is happening at my particular store, so we can do all those near to real time kind of analysis. So we recommend to have this kind of data with an truth factor of, let's say, 10 minutes to 20 minutes, which is generally a time that we will be taking to replicate the data from store to HO and HO to Power BI dashboard, or if it is an online store, then from HO to uh, Power BI dashboards. So in actionable insight, like we have multiple KPIs if you see on my screen. So you can define the KPIs and the factors for inventory, your coverage, your capacity, your transfer, your purchase, your vendor performance. And basis on these also give us notification and alerts onto a Business Central dashboard, which are on high severity, which are on medium severity, which are on low severity, how many alerts on high, medium, and low severity. And then you can take action on this. And it will also give you a benchmark scoring into your business analytics dashboard, and also give you like location based analysis, which store will be having a more performance factor or which area will be having a more performance factor. You can have this in terms of dashboard, in terms of number of alerts or the overall impact score basis onto those alerts. Now, we talk about the architecture of LS Central. So we can have an on-premise instance of Business Central or a cloud instance of Business Central. In case of on-premise instance, so data will be read by, we'll use basically a ETL tool, which is Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory will read the data from the on-premise SQL and move the data onto the either Azure SQL hosted on cloud or data warehouse hosted on on-premise SQL server. Same way, if you're talking about a Business Central SaaS, the data extraction will be done using our data director web services. Uh, and then the data will be pushed either to the data warehouse hosted in Azure SQL or a data warehouse hosted into the on-premise SQL server, which is connected to a Power BI services for all the reporting. Now, some of the key factor, as we all know, so most of our customers are not using standard solution as in LS retail. So there will be a lot of flavors that we have added specific to customers, specific to the localization, and specific to the organization need or a business need. So any additional fields or any additional extension tables that we have added, so all those can also be integrated to LS Central solutions. So we have to, yes, we have to modify the data warehouse and we have to incorporate all those things. Whatever the reports, 120 now, 120 plus reports are available. Those are available from by default. But any customized field, customized table, if we need to bring onto those report, so yes, we need to customize that. We can modify those report and we can also create a report from a scratch. In terms of benefit, you will be getting everything on a one single platform, one data platform for all your reporting need. It's run on mobile device, easy to extend with other data source, like you will be having some another data sources also, be it Excel, be it some other data source, those data can also be extended to the LS Insight database and support very strong integration with Microsoft Power Apps if you want to connect some Power Apps logic or workflow or automation onto the LS Insight, those possible. Supported on-premise or on cloud, both the options are available. So you can host the data warehouse as per your need and the transition policy. So you can host it onto Azure or host it onto the on-premise. And as I said earlier, so the solution, which is a data hub and analytics, it's available as a free of cost from LS Central. Only thing which is required is a hosting cost on Azure, license of a Power BI, and a very small and nominal cost to implement and install this particular solution. So guys, this is a brief about LS Insight. Now will be open for any questions if you have. Mr. Kamran, can you help us to enable microphones of the audience? Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yes, anyone can ask now.
Thanks, Paul. Hi, Napoleon this side.
Hi, Nepo. Thank you. Yeah.
Paul, a quick query. Does this module has any theft identity or anything, some smart intelligence apart from the reports? What you said it, those are absolutely up to the requirements. But apart from that, are there any functionality which can help me to identify any theft or any mishandling at my restaurant level, at my store levels?
So, Nepo, like this Power BI reports are currently based on a very static data what is generating from your store. But you see, Microsoft Complete Platform is integrated, and your Power BI dashboards can be engaged with an Copilot, and we can use extension of a Microsoft Copilot where we can write some logics to understand that particular data in case if there is any behavioral change or a pattern change into your sales or a pattern change or a behavioral change into your discount. So that Copilot engine or an AI engine can alert us.
Okay, okay, okay. Got it, got it. Paul, thank you.
But it is not very specific to everyone or generalized to everyone. It will be based on organization to organization, or because probably, let's say if I say discount, so for some organization 5% discount will be probably a criteria, and anything above 5% will be considered as a theft or a leakage. But for probably for some organization 20%, 30% is nominal. Anything above will be considered as theft or a leakage.
Agreed, agreed, Pahul. Pahul, can I have a little more insights on the licensing part? As you said, this is not, this doesn't require a specific license, but how the overall commercial works for insights in case we want to enable my trials or in case we want to enable it.
So there is a two, three components to it. First component is a solution. So that solution is available free of cost from LS. Then the second thing is implementation of that solution. So that is a very nominal cost that probably my commercial team and business team will share with you. Now, in terms of licensing side of it, so you need two licenses. One license is a Power BI license. And then the second is a hosting cost onto the Azure. So, like if you're hosting your SQL Server data warehouse onto the Azure, then there's a cost for a Azure SQL. And the second thing is, like you are on an on-prem. If you are on an on-prem, then we also require a Azure Data Factory services, which is again on a pay-as-you-go model, which will read
Okay.
data from your on-premise database and move to the Azure SQL Server.
Okay. Okay. So I can sense there are three major costs or a nominal cost involved. One for implementation, another is a license for Power BI, and another is a data factory module. In case I'm
Yes, correct.
yeah.
Correct. If in case if you're hosting a warehouse onto your on-premise infrastructure.
Oh, got it. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you. We have a question from Rakesh ji.
Hi,
Hello.
Paul. Hi,
Yeah.
Paul. How are you?
I'm good, Mr. Rakesh ji. How are
Good,
you?
good,
Thank
good.
you.
So,
Yeah.
Paul, I just have a one query. Like,
Mhm.
do you have in this particular BI any API-based analytics in terms of customer, in terms of forecasting, kind of a stuff?
So, Rakesh ji, as I said to Nepo also, yes. So currently these dashboards are static in nature, but yes, we can extend that particular data to the Microsoft AI engine and Copilot, where we can use a Microsoft AI engine to generate some forecast plan basis onto your sales, your demand forecast basis onto your sales, your customer behavior patterns. So all those uh, machine learning models are predominantly available on a Microsoft Copilot engine and Azure
So
engine.
basically, customer behavior, I just wanted to understand per se, there are many customers available on Facebook, Instagram, on a
Mhm,
social media, Google, this kind of a platform, many comments, many things is going on. So,
mhm.
is there any kind of a analytics available based on the customers, which customers is doing what and what kind of a feedback they are giving on a social media kind of a stuffs?
So that particular solution is not an offering from an LS Insight, but yes, those solutions are available where you can do the sentiment analysis of a customer, where you can do the behavior analysis of a customer, and those engines are available on a Microsoft Azure, where you can use those engine to do the sentiment analysis, behavior analysis, and you predict your customer patterns and behavior by seasonality, by weather. You can club all those factors, and basis on that, you can demand what will generate, what will be your forecast, what will be your demand, what will be your approximate footfall onto your store. But it
Okay.
requires your previous data, previous patterns, and basis on that, it will give you a forecast analysis using an AI. But
So
that is not
currently
offering
is not
from
there,
LS
you mean
Insight.
to say?
Yeah, no, that is not an offering from LS Insight, but those solutions are also available.
That is third party. Also, I saw that something like a CCTV analysis. So do you have anything readily available, CCTV analytics?
CCTV analytics, like in
I
terms,
just, uh,
yeah. So, we have a solution on basically a vision analytics, which is based on a CCTV, but there will be a varied range, like what exactly you want to analysis. Like you want to analysis your customer recognition, you want to analysis some key parameters into your store, like hygiene factor or your dress behavior or a dress code of your store staff. So all those solutions are available. But
but not,
those solutions are entirely different conversation from what we are talking today. But yes, we can engage on those conversations, Rakesh, where we can talk about those different kind of visual
okay,
analytics
because I
solutions.
saw something on a dashboard CCTV analysis. That is the reason I've asked you this particular
No,
questions.
that dashboard is more it's more from a footfall counter. Basis on a CCTV, we are capturing a footfall, and then we will be generating some APC and APT.
But that is available in this solution,
Yeah.
or it's
That is
a that is also third
so
party
it is
solution.
capturing a footfall counter. So footfall counter solution will be separate, and so that footfall counters basic could be on a CCTV base. That footfall counter will record the footfall, and that footfall data will be moved to the LSN site.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Thanks, Paul. Thanks.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Paul ji. Good afternoon,
Very good
everyone.
afternoon. very good afternoon.
हाँ पाहुल जी, एक अभी मैनेजमेंट से एक जैसे क्वेरी आई थी मेरे पास
हाँ जी।
कि बिजनेस सेंट्रल में क्या कोई रिपोर्टिंग एआई बेस्ड कोई रिपोर्टिंग हमारे पास टूल है जो हम कमांड दें और उस फॉर्मेट में, जैसे मैं जानना चाहूँ कि वेंडर के क्या आउटस्टैंडिंग है या एनीथिंग इन्वेंटरी मेरी किस आइटम की क्या पड़ी हुई है, तो एआई इसमें क्या हेल्प कर सकता है हमें?
राकेश जी, अभी बिजनेस सेंट्रल का अगर आप SaaS वर्जन यूज कर रहे हैं, तो बिजनेस सेंट्रल का जो SaaS वर्जन है दैट इज इन्फ्यूज विद माइक्रोसॉफ्ट कोपायलट एआई इंजन, और उसमें कोपायलट के प्रॉम्प्ट के ऊपर यू कैन राइट in a layman language. I want to see what is my inventory store wise, warehouse wise. I want to see my sales customer wise. What are my top 10 customers? So you can write all those things in a normal prompt of a Copilot, and Copilot can help you to generate those reports. But currently, that feature is only available on Business Central SaaS, not available on on-prem environments.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi, Paul. Praveen this side from GIPL. So for the, CCTV, just wanted to understand that, you are talking about the footfall. So is there any mechanism how we can integrate the existing CCTV with the ALS to analyze the customer footfall and, the basic requirement that we have?
So, Praveen, like when we're talking about a footfall counter, so like these are multiple ways of doing a footfall. So if you're talking about a footfall count basis onto a CCTV, so there will be a software that sits on behind that particular CCTV feed, and it will monitor the feed, and basis onto that particular feed, that engine that sits on that, it will count the footfall. So we can help you to provide that particular engine, which will monitor your CCTV feed, and it will capture all your footfall. And that those engine are such advanced, like if a one particular customer enter your store 5 times in a day, it will obsolete 4 times, and it will only give you an exact count of that. Yes, it will enter 1 time only.
Okay, so in that case, we require the smart enable cameras as well, right?
No,
With
we
the
can
AI
use
integration.
whatever so we need a CCTV camera with certain uh, like resolutions, which like focusing onto your entrance, and those feed which is going to your video surveillance system, we will be like just monitoring that particular feed, and the AI engine and the ML engine will train that particular model and identify the foot count, and basis onto the face recognition logic, it will identify like the same person is entering or a new person is entering, and it will give you a foot count.
Fair enough. And the same thing that we can, use this for, this kitchen, maintaining the kitchen hygiene as well, right?
Yeah, kitchen hygiene,
So,
like there will be some cleanliness hygiene, some hygiene in terms of your dress code. Let's say your chef is wearing a cap or not wearing a cap. So all those things can be tracked.
so the compliances can be,
Yes.
got it.
Hi, Pahal, Prabhakar here. Am I audible?
Very good afternoon, Prabhakar. Yes.
So, I just wanted to know the cost for the on-prem data factory, because that is, I think, by usage, right? The pricing changes.
Yes.
Yeah. Generally, if you can give me a ballpark figure on how much, for 1 GB of data or whatever it is, how much it is going to charge us?
So data factory cost will be defined on two factors. One factor is the runtime. You are exporting a data or extracting a data once in a day, twice in a day, 3 times in a day, 4 times in a day. So it will depend on that. That is the one factor. How many times you are executing a data factory pipelines. Second thing is amount of data. So let's say if you are executing a data factory pipeline once in a day kind of a scenario, because generally all these analysis are like generated on a T minus one. So probably you will be doing all your analysis on day minus one. If that kind of a scenario, you can say roughly around $25 will be the cost of a data factory for a month.
Okay. So if you mentioned something like a near real-time reports, right?
Yeah.
So if we are taking something like that, so how much will that be like? And this T minus one is still okay, because major reports I think will take T minus one.
For the near real-time report, there will be some around 7-8 KPIs which will be monitoring onto a near
Yes.
real-time. Those KPIs will be directly integrating with an API hosted by a business central. So for that data, we are not continuously moving to the data warehouse. That data is moving to the warehouse only once, but real-time KPIs will be directly connected on a Power BI using an API from business central.
Okay, so the similar protocol, achha, okay, it's a different protocol, right? Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Pawan.
Thank you. Any further questions, guys? Otherwise, we are good to conclude the session today. If you have any queries, any further feedback, any questions, you can please write us back. Kamran, can you please share the details where they can reach us back out of the chat?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, everyone. Please
Thank
feel
you.
free to contact us back. Thank you.
Thanks, Pawan.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.